It was the summer of 2002. A skinny, wide-eyed kid from Santa Monica swung across the New York skyline for the very first time, and the entire world fell in love. Spider-Man didn't just break the box office, it broke $821 million worldwide. Today, we are going deep into all of it cast. This is the Spider-Man class of 2002, then now, and everything in between. Let's start exactly where the story starts, with the boy who became the Spider. Tobey Maguire was born on June 27, 1975 in Santa Monica, California. In 2002, when Spider-Man hit theaters, Tobey was 26 years old, almost 27, and he had already spent over a decade quietly clawing his way through Hollywood in supporting roles that critics loved but audiences barely noticed. Here's something most people forget. Tobey was not the obvious choice for Peter Parker. Director Sam Raimi fought hard for him. The studios were nervous. They wanted someone bigger, more traditionally action star. But Raimi saw exactly what the rest of us eventually saw: a vulnerability, a sincerity, a boy-next-door authenticity that no amount of training can manufacture. The film made Tobey a global superstar overnight, a hero to every kid who ever felt like an outsider. And Peter Parker felt real because Tobey made him real. In his personal life, Tobey married jewelry designer Jen Meyer in 2006. Together, they had 2 children, daughter Ruby Sweetheart and son Otis Tobias. For years, they were Hollywood's most low-key, no-drama couple. Then in 2016, they quietly announced their separation after a decade together, with the divorce finalized in 2020. Amicable, respectful, very Tobey. Post-divorce, he became something of a ghost in a town where visibility is currency. No social media, almost no press, and then 2021 happened. Spider-Man: No Way Home. The moment Tobey walked through that portal, theaters didn't just cheer. They erupted. Grown men wept. It was one of the biggest crowd reactions in modern cinema history. In 2026, Tobey is 50 years old, selective as ever, and by every whisper coming out of Hollywood, he is far from done. Now, if Tobey Maguire was the soul of Spider-Man, Willem Dafoe was its dark, beating heartbeat. Born July 22, 1955 in Appleton, Wisconsin, Willem was 46 years old when Spider-Man released, already one of the most respected and singular actors alive. And when he put on that green Goblin mask, he didn't just play a villain. He gave us a villain with genuine tragedy, a man at war with himself. That mirror scene, Norman Osborn having a full conversation with his own Goblin reflection, remains one of the greatest pieces of acting in superhero film history. 2 completely different characters, same body, same face, no digital tricks. Just Willem, talking to himself, creating 2 separate human beings in real time. That is not acting. That is pure alchemy. Willem Dafoe has earned 4 Academy Award nominations across his career and remains one of those rare artists who elevates every single project he touches. In his personal life, he has been equally extraordinary. Married to Italian theater director Giada Colagrande since 2005, over 20 years of enduring partnership in an industry famous for destroying relationships. He also has a son, Jack, from his long creative and personal relationship with director Elizabeth Lecomte. In 2026, Willem is 70 years old, and arguably busier and more celebrated than at any other point in his entire career. He recently walked the runway for Miu Miu's 2025 Paris fashion show. He returned as Norman Osborn in No Way Home, and many critics argued his performance was even more nuanced and heartbreaking than the original. Willem Dafoe at 70 is sharper, deeper, and more fearless than most actors at 30. That is not a compliment. That is simply the truth. Kirsten Dunst, born April 30th, 1982, in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. She was just 20 years old when Spider-Man released, and she carried the emotional weight of a $140 million blockbuster like she had been doing it her entire life. Because in many ways, she had been. Kirsten was a child prodigy of the screen who acted opposite Tom Cruise at age 11 in Interview with the Vampire. By the time she played Mary Jane Watson, she was a seasoned professional, making everyone around her look better simply by showing up. That upside-down rain kiss between her and Tobey remains one of the most iconic images in superhero cinema. She didn't play a damsel, she played the heart of the trilogy. Her personal life was not without its struggles. Kirsten has spoken openly about a difficult period with depression in the mid-2000s, checking into treatment in 2008, and emerging with a candor about mental health that earned enormous respect. Romantically, she dated Jake Gyllenhaal from 2002 to 2004, one of Hollywood's most watched couples at the time. Then, on the set of Fargo in 2012, she met actor Jesse Plemons. They got engaged in 2017, welcomed sons Ennis and James, and married quietly in Jamaica in 2022. Together, they are one of Hollywood's most quietly formidable creative partnerships, both Oscar-nominated actors with serious artistic credibility. Kirsten received her long-overdue Academy Award nomination for The Power of the Dog in 2022. Her upcoming film Roofman is already generating awards conversation. In 2026, at 44, she is thriving, and the industry knows it. J.K. Simmons was born January 9, 1955, in Grosse Pointe, Michigan. He was 47 years old in 2002, and he walked into the role of J. Jonah Jameson and did something that almost never happens in superhero cinema. He was so perfectly cast that no one has ever even attempted to replace him. Spider-Man has been rebooted twice since 2002. Different Peter Parkers, different directors, different studios, different universes. J. Jonah Jameson, same actor, every single time. J.K. Simmons holds the unique distinction of being the only performer in history to play the same Marvel character across two completely separate cinematic universes. His Oscar win for Whiplash in 2015 was a long-overdue industry-wide acknowledgement of a man who had been making every room better for 25 years. Married to producer Michelle D. Schumacher since 1996, 30 years of partnership and counting, he is famous in Hollywood for being one of the most genuinely decent people in the business. In 2026, at 71 years old, J.K. Simmons remains endlessly in demand. He will always be J. Jonah Jameson. And honestly, that is a beautiful thing. James Franco was born April 19, 1978, in Palo Alto, California. He was 24 years old in 2002 and brought genuine warmth to Harry Osborn. A friendship so authentic it made the eventual betrayal genuinely devastating. After the trilogy, James became one of Hollywood's most aggressively multidimensional figures. Oscar-nominated for 127 hours, simultaneously enrolled in multiple graduate programs, directing, painting, writing. Then, in 2018, multiple women came forward with serious allegations of misconduct. James effectively disappeared from the industry. He has since spoken publicly about hurting people and seeking help. Married to actor Isabel Paxad in 2021, he has been photographed recently on movie sets, a cautious, uncertain attempt at return. In 2026, at 47, his next chapter remains unwritten. Where it goes is entirely up to him. Elizabeth Banks was born February 10, 1974, in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. She had approximately 4 minutes of screen time as Miss Brant in Spider-Man 2002. She was 28 years old, and she was so naturally watchable that everyone remembered her. What followed was a masterclass in career building. The Hunger Games as Effie Trinket, Pitch Perfect as star, and then director, a $287 million worldwide gross on her very first directorial outing. She built an empire from 4 minutes. Married to Max Handelman since 2003, her college sweetheart. With 2 sons via surrogate, she is in 2026 one of the most powerful women in Hollywood, in front of and behind the camera. Still joyful, still unstoppable. And finally, Joe Manganiello. Born December 28, 1976 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He was 25 years old playing Flash Thompson, the bully audiences love to hate. After Spider-Man, his career exploded through True Blood and Magic Mike, turning him into a full-fledged international star. He was married to Sofia Vergara from 2015 to 2023, one of Hollywood's highest-profile relationships, ending over differing desires about having children. In 2025, Joe announced his engagement to Caitlin O'Connor, a moment he described as the happiest of his life. At 49 in 2026, he is back in the spotlight with major projects, in extraordinary physical shape, and finally letting the world see just how funny he actually is. 24 years ago, these 7 people made a film that a generation grew up loving. Tobey gave us hope, Willem gave us chills, Kirsten gave us heart. J.K. gave us the greatest villain-adjacent newspaper editor in cinema history. James is fighting for his second act. Elizabeth built an empire, and Joe proved that even the bully can have a great last chapter. Sam Raimi once said Spider-Man is a story about responsibility, about what you do with the power you are given. These 7 people were handed something extraordinary. What they each did with it, that is the real story. And now, finally, you know it.